All right, this is Mr. H. This is problem number 20 from the January 2023 Regents exam. And I am going to solve this using the calculator or part of the calculator because I think it'll help you answer these kinds of questions. So let's go. Question number 20 says, which quadratic function has the smallest minimum value? All right, first thing, they're telling you that all of these functions are quadratics. That's the very first thing you should notice. Everything here is a quadratic. So this equation is a quadratic. This equation is a quadratic. This table represents a quadratic. And this graph represents a quadratic. They're all quadratic. Now they want to know which one has the smallest minimum value. And all that means is which one has the lowest minimum, right? So for instance, I'm going to start with this one because I have a graph. Graphs are easy to tell where the minimums are. The minimum is basically zero. Remember, we're looking at the y values when we're looking for minimums or maximums. So the y value here would be zero. So the minimum here is zero. Now we got to find out the minimum for these other ones. Now, before I look at these other two graphs, I'm going to take this table and I'm going to convert it into a function. And when I convert it into a function, I'm going to have all three of these as functions, and I can put them all in the same graph and just see which one has the lowest value. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to enter f of x, g of x, and then I'm going to enter h of x. So let me go here. First thing I need to do is get to my calculator, which is here. I'm going to go to the, I'm going to use this for the spreadsheet, and I'm going to enter the first one. It's going to be 6x squared plus 5x minus 2, and then I press enter. All right, that's where it is. I'm going to put this in blue. Now I'm going to enter the other quadratic that they gave us. Well, if I can press this button. All right, and then it is 6 times parentheses x minus 2 squared, and then we got minus 2. So we do that one. So just looking at these two, I can see that this one, the first one, 6x squared plus 5x, has the lowest minimum out of the three that we've looked at. But I gotta check that table because the table may be lower than this. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go back to the home screen. I'm gonna use the spreadsheets and I'm gonna come up with the equation for that table. This is why this feature is so useful. So the table has 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in it. And then over here, you enter the y values. So it's going to be 6, 2, 0, 0, 2, 6. And now I'm going to create a scatter plot. And we got this. We got an x here. We got a y here. Bam. Of course, we know it is a quadratic. We want the equation. So now we just go menu 4, 6, 4 for quadratic. So here is the equation that we're going to use right here. This is the equation that we're going to use. So it's 1x squared plus a negative 5x plus 6. So if I go here, actually go here, I'm going to enter that equation. Actually, let me go back and write that down because it's 1x squared plus a negative 5x plus 6. That's h of x. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to press tab and then I'm going to enter that. So this is going to be 1x squared minus 5x plus 6. And then I press enter. All right, so that one's over here. So now I know which one the answer is. It's going to be the first one because that has the lowest minimum. Now, if you want to actually see the minimums, you could do menu 51 and just arrow to the bottom. It tells you that the minimum is about a negative 3. And then if you want to go to the next function, I jump to the red and I'm going to go find the minimum for this one. And it tells me that the minimum is a negative 2 for that one. And then I'm going to jump up to the one that I took from the table, h of x, and it tells me that the minimum is about a negative 25 cents. Remember, it's the y value that you're looking for. That's what we're comparing. But the thing that you can tell, and the reason that I like to do this is once you've graphed it, it's easy to see that the blue has the lowest minimum. And even if you go back to the original, it's lower than this. So this is our answer. This has the lowest minimum. Now, even though it was a little bit of work to create that equation from the table, but once we get it, this question is really easy because once you graph it, you can see which one has the lowest minimum. All right, I'm going to sign off.